baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the Thunderbirds taking on the Smokies. Here's the left fielder, Ricky Henderson.
For the Thunderbirds, the left fielder.
Okay, all set to go. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
Ellie De La Cruz.
The wide to kick the pitch. That's in there. And we're underway. Next offering is in for a strike. The pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. And 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's Trout. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. There's a strike.
Mike Trout, just a special player, a special human, does everything well on the baseball field and seems to do it as well off the field.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Out of here.
I speak it every day. I'm trying to get it poppin' each and every way. It's one nation under goons. My goons are stripping all these cats down here. They're under rules. Rules, 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 rules,
Taking on the Smokies.
No, I'm nonchalant from afar than strike. The fake rap star, jugular with a regular balance of the cat. Burglar known to parlay with. I know the flavor, because me and the thugs' minds are mutual. We congruent, lay on the corner with the charm unit. I'm from the lab where the bombs distributed. So never try to duplicate the skills executed, son. You get electrocuted from the worldwide reputed. Shine like nickel heat to blow your mind when I. Some know me as a man that's from the roots crew. Others is bad lieutenant off of Snyder Avenue. We go a eye, like a samurai. That a command that Dynasty die. Who will imply that I lack ability? Make your words known, amplify the utility. I'm crooked like the eye on a toxic. The land whipper, the sipper. Bring it all together like the zipper on a butter leather.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Diamond Dynasty Baseball on tap tonight. It's Dallas taking on San Francisco. Here's some real power at the plate. Ellie De La Cruz.
The shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
And a pitch. And a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. On the ground to first. Ruth takes it to the bag. And a quick out, number 1. Here's Mike Trout.
The center fielder, number 27.
To say Bob Gibson's season in 1968 was outstanding is an understatement. His ERA that year was 1.12. That's so dominant it doesn't even seem possible. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2. Now,
Gibson won the Triple Crown that year in the National League. He was just absolutely untouchable. Hitters had a hard time sleeping the night before his starts.
going to count 1 and 2. Depending on who you ask, Gibson either gets the blame or the credit for Major League Baseball lowering the mound after that 1968 season. Swings and misses, struck him out. And the batter now, Gunnar Henderson. Popped up. Crawford makes the catch, and that is that. Back here in San Francisco, standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he was late. That misses, and that's ball 1. You know, it's no surprise that Jazz Chisholm Jr. is good at baseball. His grandmother, Patricia Coakley, actually played shortstop for the Bahamian national softball team. And get this, she didn't retire until her 60th birthday. She started to play soft toss with Jazz when he was only 2 years old. And they put the tag on him for the out. Here's Trey Turner. Hit hard on the ground to short. Slings it across. Turner is out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's a big power threat. Babe Ruth. And he flips a breaking ball in there or a changeup.
Either one. Something off speed. Good arm action on it. Whatever it was.
To the right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going. So 2 down. And Jack Peterson stands in. And first offering is fouled off. Ruth off of first with 2 away. Lifted in the air out to left. Henderson moves under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Top of the second. Now at the plate, Francisco Lindor.
Designated hitter, Francisco
Gibson back to work. And that one ripped to left. And that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And one pitch into the inning. It's a leadoff double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And if there's one man you want to keep off the base paths, it's this guy right here, Ricky Henderson, the undisputed stolen base king.
Has to barehand it, and safe. Bang, bang play, but speed wins on a great effort there. Now it's going to be Grady Sizemore. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Runners stay put. That's ball one. And the pitch. That one's in there. Strike one.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
And the 2-2. Swing and a miss. The high heat too much on that one. Jeremy Pena digs in now. In the dirt, but kept close. Well done behind the dish. This to center field. Rodriguez settles under it. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. Throw cut off. Now to the plate. In there safely.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job to drive in that run from third.
Chisholm in plenty of time to first, and that's the third. And welcome back. Bottom of the second. Leading off, Brandon Crawford.
shortstop, Brandon.
You know, Chris, Brandon Crawford made his big league debut May 27th, 2011 at Milwaukee, and he hit a grand slam in his big league debut.
No, one thing I've always admired about him is his ability to handle left-handed pitching. Stays in the big part of the field and just has a nice swing path. Stays in the zone a long time.
And it's even up. Fastball almost got him there. Next pitch just misses. 3-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Three and two now. And so the lefty allows the leadoff free pass.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Now here is Julio Rodriguez. Henderson moves under it. Makes the grab. One away. Man, is he fast.
It's so fun to watch.
And here is Matt Chapman. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
0-2 as he waves at that one. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite.
He's got it, and there's two away.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
Harry Ford stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one almost got him. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Pitch misses inside. Ball 3.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole.
The other way. And it stays fair. And now it gets into the corner. And in to score the runner from second. Just a careless job of getting it in from the outfield there. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He's 0 for 1. In the air, center field. Trout brings it in for the 3rd out. Welcome back, and here is Craig Biggio.
The catcher.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And takes low for ball 1. And a good eye there. The wind to kick the 2-0. That one fouled off. The 2-1. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Here's a speed threat, Ellie De La Cruz.
Ellie De La Cruz.
That's ripped. Base hit.
The center fielder.
And now batting Mike Trout. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And it's fouled away. And now it's even up.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
And the righty deals. Right through there for a strike. Caught him looking for the K. Now it's the power speed combo. Gunnar Henderson. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. The throw in, safe. Not in time to get him, and it's first and third with 2 away. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Tap dances out of the way of that one. Next offering is down low. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And that is in for a strike. They're down 3-1. And fouled off.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Ball 4, take the ball.
Back here at Oracle Park, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Trey Turner now. The pitch. Hard hit to 3rd. Fires across the diamond. 1 up, 1 down.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air. Maybe drive it into the gap.
Ruth stands in now. Looks at that one inside. Ruth, 39 years old. He's usually in right field. Today starting at first. 1-1, check swing, appeal down to 3rd. And Joe McDonald says he went around. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. That one missed.
Well, the ball's going to get to him a lot quicker than it normally does, making that adjustment from right field into first base. And I would say just play a little bit deeper than normal.
And it's filled up. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Peterson stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Swung on, belted. Sizemore going back some more, hits the top of the wall. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Here's Brandon Crawford. The walk and a run scored his first time. Ball 1, no strikes. Tied up here in the early going. The pitch. And that misses off the outside edge. And he deals. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Sizemore on the move, heading back some more. And that one is off the wall. He pulls into second as they take the lead. 2 runs come in.
Oh, a huge 2 RBI swing of the bat right there. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
And here is Matt Chapman. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Crawford on third with 2 out. Fought off foul. Goes down looking. As we go to the top of the 4th. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Ricky Henderson. The wind of the pitch. Ruth makes the grab, 1 away. Now it's the right fielder, Grady Sizemore. And it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Everything came together for him. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
And now it's going to be Jeremy Pena. That misses. Ball 1. Pretty unique upbringing for Jeremy Pena, at least in terms of a kid who was born in the Dominican Republic, but then he moved to Rhode Island, not exactly a baseball hotbed, and he played his college ball at Maine. He was a University of Maine Black Bear and then went on to be a 3rd-round pick of the Astros in 2018. The pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Got him. Now 2 away. Now batting Robinson Cano. And a base hit into right. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And now Craig Biggio. Swings through that one. 0-1. And there's a ball. Next pitch is outside.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
In the dirt, blocked. Nice job behind the plate there. And now he steps off. Big pitch coming. And they put the tag on him. That's the... Back here in San Francisco, bottom of the inning, stepping in, Ricky Henderson. That one hammered center field. Trout raging back towards the wall. Didn't quite have enough.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Ford in the box with one away as he takes ball one. That one misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Joe Kelly.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
That one misses. 3 balls and a strike. And there's the strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
And down on strikes. 2 out. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And first offering is fouled off. Some nuggets on Jazz Chisholm. He's from the Bahamas, and he was born in 1998. Signed with the Diamondbacks in 2015. Before he could make his major league debut, though, Arizona traded Jazz to Miami for Zach Gallen. He made his debut the following season, and then in 2022, he became an all-star. Next pitch inside. 1-2 the count.
He also became the first player from the Bahamas to play a game at shortstop in the bigs since Andre Rogers in 1967. You know, Rogers was the first big leaguer from the Bahamas. Started to play shortstop for the Cubs when Ernie Banks moved to first base.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And the pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Righty to the plate. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Got it by him for the K. All set for the start of the inning. Now Craig Biggio. Gibson back to work. Slice to right.
Back and everything was all mad. You gotta know the roads and know when to fall back. This time I want it all and it ain't all chat. Oh mad. My mommy took my chain and went and pawned that. Life's like a movie, I record that. Dad was in jail, so I grew up calling Paul Dad. Sitting in my cell with a bag. I'm on the phone, screws peeping through the flat. Screaming like Sabrina for some. Be a cat, scratch, scratch, we adapt. Point ones for a burn pack. I was comfy on the wing, you probably heard that. But when you come from the road, you always learn that. And even if I could, I wouldn't turn back. Everything was meant to be. I do 99 years for my DZD. Kick back, write a book and direct to DVD. Like, this ain't no DVD. This the realest that you ever seen, and I'm a clever breed. Can't believe we had to bury D. I'll be on the block, go shop, pop a cherry B. I was reminiscing, sipping. More than some memories, the energies will never leave. BG, SG, he be. Put me on my feet, slaps on repeat. Now I'm trying to stay free, play a beat. Said they want me back up in jail on repeat. Porridge oats and shredded wheat. Nice out of town trips every week. It's not a loss if it's a lesson. You live in life, then that's a blessing. Show her love, she holds you. Shining anywhere I step in. I get the then get to pressing. From Forest Bank to Ainley, from Ainley I went to Preston. Can be depressing, is you about that life, that's the question. Is you about that life, that's the question. They either cropping or plotting. They either, it's not a problem. I come through in the Batman looking Gotham. It's all happening. They either, I'll get used for stashing. You got a job, then that's a gaff to put the cash in. I lost racks, I never look back. We all play our part, even hood rats. Sitting in the for weeks, they run maths and hold stacks. Unplug, she'll line you up so I can get you pushed back. But every day is peak,
Where we at, you better do something, move something, liquor move, do something. Everybody's active, play your part, no slacking. Everybody's playing their position, that's the day I'm wishing. Caught up in the system, ain't no way of living. Sick of kitten, sick of seeing cats, it's a catch. We in the never love the roles, cause they won't love you back. My young G's love to like Kodak, she got a monkey on her back. And if I robbed you, then you won't get no money back. It's a lesson, you living life, then that's a blessing. Show her love, she holds you. Shining anywhere I step in. I get the then get to pressing. From Forest Bank to Hindley, from Hindley I went to Preston. Can be depressing, is you about that life? That's the question. Is you about
The big con. What's she gonna do? What's she gonna do? The big con. What's she gonna do? What's she gonna do? The big con. Where's she gonna go? The big con. Where's she gonna go? Alice's mom is in trouble with a really bad guy. Ricky's gotta have his money and her purse was dry. So Alice taking grants lessons from a guy named Ted. And she's skipping out of band camp.
Adventure instead.
So get ready for adventure and see Allie go long. The big con. Give me money, give me my bag. The big con. Give me money, give me my bag. Step one, Allie test those skills. Pickpocketing is tricky, but she gotta get those bills. If Ted thinks she can handle it, I'll bring her along. He's got a job in Las Vegas.
And what could go wrong?
What?
Talking, sneaking, hustling away to
Allie?
the end. Allie's got what it
Yeah.
takes.
That's me, baby. Oh, yeah.
Joking across the country with Tez till he raises the stakes. So get ready for adventure and see Allie pull off
The big con.
Dead or alive, Lord of the flies and birds and bees. With time, Jesus and dancing with feeling You wanna taste your freedom? I'll take you to the wasteland. Hey, where you can be chased by demons.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And that one fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike.
Hey, push it first.
Hooks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And that chance handled. Fires to first on the run. 2 up, 2 down. And now, warming Bernabel. Swings and misses. 0-1. Next pitch is popped up. That's the ball game. And this one ends with the score. Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Next pitch is popped up. Puts it away for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And a foul ball. Righty delivers. And a big swing and a miss. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. One down, base is empty. The punch out there, and there's 2 away.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Guerrero in the box now. No balls and a strike. That's in there, and it's 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding. So long.
They call me, yeah, they call me modern trash. I am just a common fad. Wrote myself a letter for the gods. Now it's crumpled in the bottle. Take a while to start, like an engine in the wintertime. Somehow I move forward.
What happens? So I'm currently driving alone all the way from Texas to California to hit up the SoCal Gaming Expo. There was some issue on the highway, so the navigation took me off the beaten path and led me to this really small town just in the middle of nowhere. And as I get to this intersection, I look out of the corner of my eye and I see a building that immediately has me just lit up with excitement. It's an old video rental store. It's an old video rental place on the side of the road.
Redfall, one of the most tragic game releases of 2023 and almost the worst major high-profile game launch of this year until
elites. Now that we've made travel so expensive, we have this hotel to ourselves. How'd you get here?
Kayak. They compared hundreds of travel sites to find a great deal on my flight, car, and hotel.
Kayak. Search one and done.
In 2 seconds, Eric will realize they're gonna need more space.
Gotta sell the house.
Oh, open houses. Or skip the hassles and sell with confidence to Open Door.
Wow.
Request a cash offer at opendoor.com.
Why Diablo 4 is doomed. It has like 79,000 views.
Diablo 4 is coming out next month, and pimps, let me tell you something, it is the best of everything. If you're Activision Blizzard, that is, because they've managed to trick one of the largest nostalgic reserve armies into hitting every branch on the predatory monetization tree. Or in other words, Bobby Boy just hit bingo, and he even got to keep the titty milk. They get $70 for the base.
This guy is really going all the way. He's going all the way.
Game, an extra $20 for early access, paid expansions, an in-game shop, battle passes, and a physical collector's edition for $100 that doesn't even...
I don't know why they don't include the game with this. It's so insane that they don't include the game. It makes no sense.
Include the game itself. That is some tier 3 grifting right there. All they're missing is gotcha mechanics to get big budget waifus, but I'll get to that problem in a second. First, I want to address the fact that, yes, I am well aware that this is just the way it is in the modern day gaming industry, because I watched Asmongold's video on it where he said that shit 50 times. But just because...
I'm going to say it 51. That's just the way it is now. And if you don't like it, don't buy it. Because if enough people do that, it'll go away. But enough people don't do it, and so it's still this way. And that's just the way it is now. It's 52.
That's just the way it is doesn't mean the game will be any less shit as a result of it. Have we all forgotten about Warhammer 40,000 different color shirts unless you succumb to the cash shop? Have we all forgotten about New World making you run around looking like a jackass for 20 hours because they put 5 different dorky armor sets in the base game, unless of course you use the cash shop? And have we all forgotten what this does to the actual game? It's not just the fact that...
I mean, as somebody with over 1,000 hours in New World, I can 100% confirm, if you are going to list the problems in New World in order, the cash shop would not even be on the first page.
They're trying to take the milk right out of your fridge. I mean, that's capitalism, baby. It's just the way it is. Just the way it is. No, I have a problem with the mountain of cut content that will be a result of it. And this is a game that already looks like it's going to struggle with girth, if its pencil dick skill tree is any indication. But speaking of things that aren't going to be thin at all, let's talk about the character customizer, because... damn! Remember Diablo 2's Assassin, or their Amazon, or hell, even the Sorceress? Well, forget about all that, because this is what you get now. What in the goddamn hell is that supposed to be? The budget cuts here are so bad that I think we can officially declare this game the...
Look, I'm gonna be real, okay? I'm gonna say, I think she's hot. She's definitely hot. It's not even a question. Like, what are we even talking about? Yeah, of course she's hot.
Game, the great 600-pound depression. In fact, you don't even get a budget slider here, and yet they have the balls to walk around talking about
near endless character creation.
It's impeccable how in a
I
game...
also think that the character creation could be a lot better. However, I do think the character creation in Diablo 4 is good enough. I also don't mind, like, if you want to have... Why Diablo 4 is doomed. It has like 79,000 views.
Diablo 4 is coming out next month, and pimps, let me tell you something, it is the best of everything. If you're Activision Blizzard, that is, because they've managed to trick one of the largest nostalgic reserve armies into hitting every branch on the predatory monetization tree. Or in other words, Bobby Boy just hit bingo, and he even got to keep the titty milk. They get $70 for the base.
This guy is really going all the way. He's going all the way.
game, an extra $20 for early access, paid expansions, an in-game shop, battle passes, and a physical collector's edition for $100 that doesn't even...
I don't know why they don't include the game with this. It's so insane that they don't include the game. It makes no sense.
Include the game itself. That is some tier 3 grifting right there. All they're missing is gotcha mechanics to get big budget waifus, but I'll get to that problem in a second. First, I want to address the fact that, yes, I am well aware that this is just the way it is in the modern day gaming industry, because I watched Asmongold's video on it where he said that shit 50 times. But just because...
I'm going to say it 51. That's just the way it is now. And if you don't like it, don't buy it. Because if enough people do that, it'll go away. But enough people don't do it, and so it's still this way. And that's just the way it is now. It's 52.
That's just the way it is doesn't mean the game will be any less shit as a result of it. Have we all forgotten about Warhammer 40,000 different color shirts unless you succumb to the cash shop? Have we all forgotten about New World making you run around looking like a jackass for 20 hours because they put 5 different dorky armor sets in the base game, unless of course you use the cash shop? And have we all forgotten what this does to the actual game? It's not just the fact that...
I mean, as somebody with over 1,000 hours in New World, I can 100% confirm, if you were going to list the problems in New World in order, the cash shop would not even be on the first page.
They're trying to take the milk right out of your fridge. I mean, that's capitalism, baby. It's just the way it is. Just the way it is. No, I have a problem with the mountain of cut content that will be a result of it. And this is a game that already looks like it's going to struggle with girth, if its pencil dick skill tree is any indication. But speaking of things that aren't going to be thin at all, let's talk about the character customizer, because... damn! Remember Diablo 2's Assassin, or their Amazon, or hell, even the Sorceress? Well, forget about all that, because this is what you get now. What in the goddamn hell is that supposed to be? The budget cuts here are so bad that I think we can officially declare this game the...
Look, I'm gonna be real, okay? I'm gonna say, I think she's hot. She's definitely hot. It's not even a question. Like, what are we even talking about? Yeah, of course she's hot.
This game, the great 600-pound depression. In fact, you don't even get a budget slider here, and yet they have the balls to walk around talking about...
near endless character creation.
It's impeccable how in a
I
game...
also think that the character creation could be a lot better. However, I do think the character creation in Diablo 4 is good enough. I also don't mind... like, if you want to have one class be fat chicks, then what's the problem? I mean, there's fat chicks in real life. I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, it's not like they're all fat.
With, quote,
near endless character creation.
Not one of them results in a big budgeted end result. I'm fighting for representation here.
No, dude. I think that the Berserker females are super fucking hot. I think the Rogue females are really fucking hot in a different way. I think the Necromancer ones are like... you know, it's like maybe there's like a couple of combos that it works out with, and the sorcerer ones too. Like, yeah, like what the fuck? What do you mean? Yeah, like goth chicks or something. Yeah, I would say so. Down bad super. No, it's not. I'm just making an observation. I do think they could have made their boobs bigger though. I'll agree with them on that.
Pimps. Okay, sure. Technically, this is a major leap for the series because in Diablo 3 you could only choose from the two.
Dude,
sure. Technically, this is a major.
She's hot. Like, yeah, the haircut is like, this is like some psychotic fucking I hate my dad haircut for sure. But she's hot.
Leap for the series because in Diablo 3 you could only choose from the two genders, and in this one, well, no, actually, hang on, that's gone. But hey, you have an endless 4 face types and an endless 12 hairstyles and an endless 12 facial hair types so that your woman can walk into that tavern and turn that place into a marsh with her voluptuous big beard. You know what I'm talking about, Sony fan.
Was that NBA? Was it James Harden? Was that his fucking beard?
Boys, come on.
Oh my
I mean,
God,
Jesus.
yeah.
At
I
this
thought
point,
so.
I'm with you. Let's just
Yeah.
accelerate all the way forward. I will not buy this game if I can't make my woman have the George Costanza cut with an Honest Abe beard. Get that hand off that woman's ass and get typing, Blizzard. We got expectations to meet. But even if you can't do it, I understand. I mean, it's only a $70 game. It's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is.
Just the way it is. Moving on, let's talk about the story. I know one thing about the story, and that is the fact that they plan on dropping story updates every 3 months, probably to get you to come back and see their new battle pass every season. So big.
That's exactly why, by the way. That is exactly why they're doing it. He is completely right.
Big Bob's yacht doesn't run out of fuel. However, my concern, to talk out of my ass for a second, is that the story will also suffer cut content, and they'll use that cut content as the bait. I sure wouldn't hope that's the case.
The story of cut content, they'll use the cut content as the bait. I don't really agree with that. I think that doesn't really make a lot of sense because, like, even in like World of Warcraft, like Karazhan was in the game in Vanilla WoW, but it didn't actually get fully released until like way later on. So like they're probably just going to keep developing the game afterwards, and it's not really bait, is it? I mean, if people are getting what they're paying for, right? I mean, the reason why there's like fish bait is like, hey, it's a lure and you thought it was a fish. If you give somebody a fish, is it really bait? I don't know.
Or else it might just tarnish
I guess it
Blizzard's
is,
good
still,
name.
it's like
Regardless.
it's a weird way to look at it.
At this point, only time will tell if that is just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Just the way it is.
Just the way it is, man.
But as long as I'm bringing up great points, lest we all forget that, much like Diablo 3's launch, there's going to be a plethora of performance issues related to the fact that this game is always online. I'm talking rubber banding, connection errors, lagging. And of course, that's even if you have the privilege of being allowed through the front fucking door. And if my tour in the Overwatch 2 queue times is any indication, then I think the only thing that's going to be
near endless
is these goddamn queue times, which is...
I think he could be right about that, but I think it's gonna, like, the queue times are gonna be bad for a while, and then it's just gonna go away because people are gonna move away from the game, right? That's just what's gonna happen, or they're gonna get more server space. You have to be always online if you want to monetize a game? Yeah. Like, from now on, you're almost never gonna get games that are not always online. Because always online reduces piracy, and it also allows them to advertise more store things, which is their business model. Like, that's just it. And, like, let's be real, guys. Everybody has the internet. Like, we're going to pretend like some people don't have the internet here? Well, you're on chat, so you have the internet. It doesn't reduce piracy, though? Wait a second. You think that an always online game is easier to pirate than an offline game?
Why we have the $20 upgrade for early access. Buy it now, queue on Friday, crash on Saturday, and get back in by Sunday. Your move, lawman. Listen, don't come crying to me that it's unfair, because then it would sound like it's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is. Just the way it is. Just the way it is, fool. Speaking of which, then we have the gameplay. And listen, I know this is going to be a bit controversial, but as someone that beat Diablo 3 about 10 years ago on a laptop that sounded like it was going to explode the whole time, I don't even think this looks that good. Barbarian looks like ass. Druid doesn't do damage. Sorcerer looks like a sorcerer, and then essentially leave.
Yeah, Sorcerer looks really good. I like the way Sorcerer plays. I think it's the best playing class.
You with just the Necromancer. But you know what game has a Necromancer and heavy flamers and heavy bolters and chainswords and space marines? That's right, fuck Diablo 4. But now, as for Diablo 4, let's do what we always do with the previews. It's time to place your bets.
All right, now listen here. I think this is what we can expect out there come game day, Jim.
I think there's one guy that only ever played Diablo 3 that one time on PS4 on accident for a couple minutes, and he's gonna say, Diablo has never been better. Another man that's been playing Diablo since he was in utero will say, it's not quite meth, but I suppose crack.
It's just the way it is. Florida man who dropped gender reveal. What?
Will do. And finally, some jackass that works for Kotaku will probably say as they cup the balls,
finally, I can see myself in Diablo thanks to this amazing character creator.
As for scores, I'm guessing 6s across the board. Now for my score, it's a firm. It's the way it is, brother.
It's just the way it is. Just the way it is, fool. Just the way it is. Just the way it is. Just the way it is.
All right, it's about to get loud, pimp. All right, ladies and pimps, This song's for those times when it's just the way it is.
Loki must be stopped.
It's just the way it is. 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 Is just the way it is. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is.
God.
It's just the way it is.
True. That's the thing. Let me go back. I'll look at this. So yeah, I kind of agree. I mean, with some of this stuff, right? I mean, sure, but I mean, I think he's. There's always room to. I'll look at this. So yeah, I right. I mean, sure.